Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany if you are new here, and today I wanted to talk to you about decluttering your kitchen. I started decluttering our home a few months ago. It was the very end of 2020, and the way that I got started is I really just ended up going room by room and decluttering everything that I could out of each of those rooms one by one. So for me, that was a really good way to make a lot of progress quickly, and so I thought I would do the same for you guys. So if that is you, if you know your kitchen is an area that you really need to declutter and you really need to tackle it but just haven't started yet, today I have a list of 20 suggested items that you may want to think about decluttering. It'll help you get started and make a really big dent in cleaning out your kitchen a little bit. So if that sounds good, stick around and I'll tell you exactly what you can get rid of right now. So the first things are, do you have any extra mugs laying around that you do not use? This is probably the easiest thing, especially if you're a coffee or a tea drinker. We got rid of probably 30 mugs, a lot. I'll show you what my cabinet looks like now. I'll include a photo. That's a really quick and easy win. Go ahead and declutter your mugs. Just keep the ones that you always gravitate toward. Number 2 are excess glasses. Do you have any that maybe you've had them from college? Maybe you went to an event and got a really cool glass, but you never actually use it. Maybe you have an old set of glasses that you just don't really need anymore and you have a new set, so you can go ahead and let all of those go and it will clean out some space in your cabinet right now. Number 3 is excess or mismatched silverware. How many of us have silverware in our drawers, probably even from college, or maybe it's just an old set where we've lost some pieces? Go ahead and pare that down to the set that you need to use. Number 4, measuring cups. If you have any extra sets of measuring cups, that's a way to save space as well. Number 5, cutting boards. How many cutting boards do you have? Are they in good shape? Are pieces of them coming apart when you actually cut something up on it? Number 6, bakeware, bunt pans. We use this sometimes, not super often, but we do use it from time to time. So I don't want to get rid of it. My son likes it when I make banana bread in this. Or like old cheesecake pans. I hung on to some of those cheesecake springform pans for forever and never ended up using it. So I finally went ahead and decluttered it. Any bakeware, if you're a big baker and you're never going to use it, let it go. That brings me to number 7, old pans you never use. If you have a nice pan set and you have extra pans that you never need them, so you never use them, go ahead and donate them to somebody else who can actually get some value out of it. Specialized appliances. Do you have any appliances that you really don't need because you have other ones that you can use instead? For example, maybe you have an old blender laying around because you ended up buying a Ninja or a Vitamix. Things like that. Think about extra items, even if they're backups. Like, do you really need the backup or do you need the real estate space in your kitchen? Extra fancy coffee makers. Let's see, there are percolators, espresso machines, pour over coffees, French presses, a Keurig. Do you have multiples of these things, and are there any that you don't use that you can just go ahead and let go so somebody else can use them? Number 10, coasters. Do you have any coasters laying around in your cabinets? I know for me, when I used to wander around Bed Bath & Beyond, it always had all these cute coasters, and I'd be like, oh my goodness, I need some of those, but really I didn't need some of those because I already had a set. We had like 3 sets, so if you have any old coasters you don't use, find them, get them out of your house. Cookbooks. How many of you still have cookbooks and how many of you actually use them? Personally, I like to go to Pinterest. I get all my recipes from Pinterest because it's so quick and easy. It's right on my phone. I don't have to collect anything. Expired spices. Look through your spices and make sure that they're actually still good. If you have some in there that you only use maybe around Christmas time, Thanksgiving, go ahead and check them out and make sure that they're still good. If they're not, go ahead and toss them. Baking supplies. So you have cookie cutters, old sprinkles. All right, this one might be a little bit touchy. Any wedding gift items that you have. I know for us personally, we received 4 beautiful bowls. They were really nice, but over time, we only decided to keep, I think, 2 of them. We kept the 2 that we use and love, and the other ones we went ahead and let them go. If you have any wedding gift items in your kitchen that you just don't need, don't use, think about selling them or donating them to somebody else that can actually get some use out of them, because you're probably never going to use them if you haven't used them yet. Tea kettles. How many tea kettles do you have? At one point, we had 3 tea kettles. When we moved, we got it down to 1. So if you have more than 1, you don't need more than 1, in my opinion, but if you have 3, at least get rid of 1 of them. extra spatulas. Now I know we can always use spatulas, but they're kind of like mugs. Which ones do you gravitate toward? Keep those, let the other ones go. They don't need to be clogging up your drawer. It's so frustrating to open up your drawer and try to look for something and you can't find the one spatula that you want. If you're literally opening up your drawer to look for a specific spatula, when you have 5 or 10 other ones, go ahead and declutter the other ones that you don't need. They're just in your way and someone else can use them. Look under your sink, check out any old cleaners. Are there cleaners in there that you maybe bought for a one-time thing that you never needed again? If there are any that you just don't use anymore that are clogging up space down there, go ahead and get them out and clean out under your sink. Okay, number 18, Tupperware. Do you have old, nasty microwave Tupperware with, like, you know, when like you microwave it too long and then it actually messes up like the inside lining? If you have that, get rid of it. That's not even good for you. Actually, I would recommend switching over to glass because you can microwave glass no problem. The plastic stuff, not so much. If you do want to keep some of it, I get it. I do have a couple that we keep because I really do like the sizes of them, and typically you just source them from the fridge. But any extra ones that you have, if they're taking up too much space, go ahead and get rid of them. I know it is so frustrating always doing the Tupperware dance where you're looking for like a certain thing or like a lid and you can't find it. Especially go through your lids, keep the pieces of Tupperware that have the lids that go with them, and everything else that doesn't have a matching lid or that you just don't need, go ahead and donate them or get rid of them. Old organization containers. If you have started your decluttering process and have come across containers you don't need anymore, also like pantry ones, I know those are easy to accumulate. Once you declutter, you realize you don't need so many items anymore. If you have extra organization containers, go ahead and start getting rid of them because chances are you are not going to need them again. Once you continue to declutter, you're going to actually end up finding more of these containers and you're going to have an excess on hand. And finally, number 20, old extra dish towels or pot holders, rags that you no longer need that take up space in your kitchen. If you have some nasty ones that you just don't like, never use, go ahead and get rid of them. They don't need to be taking up space in your kitchen if they're never getting used anyway. So those are the 20 items that I figured you could start with that would give you an easy place to start and make a big dent in your kitchen. So please let me know if this video was helpful for you, if you like the items that I suggested. Also, I would love to hear if there are any obvious ones that I did not think of to include in this list. Go ahead and leave them in the comments below to help other people out, maybe help me out too. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Again, thank you so much for watching this video and for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. That helps me out a whole lot to know that you're liking the content. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again soon.
It's a good day today. It's a good